I just cried because like this year is genuinely like the year of fucking change, and it's so fucking bizarre because it's all good things. So it's just a mix. Like I cry, but like there's so much happy tears, but I also feel like there's so much sadness mixed in because I'm really saying goodbye to a big portion of my life that has been so consistent for so long. Like that is so scary, and I don't like, it's such a weird sensation. You know, I make these decisions and like I'm like, fuck, am I making the right one? Am I making the wrong one? But I already know that it's a good decision, and even if it feels like it's not, it's mine to own, and I'm so happy about this. I think it all hit me that I made a really, really big decision, and it's scary, and it's uncomfortable, and it's all the things I hate the most. So that's how I know that this is an important decision, but it's probably a good one too. Test 1 2 3. Hi guys, this is different. I know. I'm sure you can tell I have a microphone that I bought specifically for this video, but I won't use it more often for other things. You might be here because of last week's ending of the video. It was hinted that I kind of moved away, and as you can see from the title of this video, I did move away. And we'll talk all about it. I do encourage you guys to watch to the very end, just because I want to talk about everything regarding this channel too. Like, yeah. Are you ready? I'm excited. I wanted to make this more comfortable for me to sit down, so I might not even look at the camera. I thought this was an interesting angle, but if it's not, whatever. A few months ago, Tree made a video about her experience with life and stuff after a Colorado trip, and she did a whole video, and yeah, I was sick, so I couldn't participate in that video, but it kind of worked out with what it was, right? And so I never got to do that kind of thing, and I feel like this is the perfect time to do my version. And I don't know, I just want to talk about it. I have a few topics on my phone. Look at this case, isn't she beautiful? And I'm just gonna talk. So this video might be all over the place, I might ramble a lot, but bear with me. I talk like this on a daily basis, and I thought this microphone would help, you know, for you guys to get every single thing I'm talking about. And look at this ASMR, isn't it wonderful? That's what we're doing, guys. I'm talking about my moving away. I moved away from Florida and I moved to Seattle, Washington. I did that. I am currently in Washington, and this has been going on since February. Yeah, now we're here. You guys have been seeing pre-filmed content, and we still have a few more that we'll be posting, but we wanted to bring this series where we're both separated and not in each other's presence as often, and just kind of do a series about it. Tree will be in this series. We're gonna do a week in our lives both in Seattle and Miami. I plan to do one where she visits Seattle because she's doing that very soon, and yeah, we're just gonna go along with it. We're doing something different with the channel, and I hope you guys are excited because I know I am. So yeah, let's see. My life, as Edmund Chamberlain once said, I just wanted to exist in a new environment. That is what I wanted to do. Back in Florida, I was kind of unhappy, but like with just the environment I was in. I feel like Seattle in particular always stood out to me. I've visited many times, both for reasons that just for me, because I love it so much, and because I have best friends here that moved away back in 2020, I would say. It was mostly just to leave and start a new beginning. That was like the main thing. I felt like my chapter there in Miami and Florida was done. And it was nothing, no drama. There's no drama with anyone or anything. I just needed this for myself. And so I did it. I love Seattle. I feel like it's very much me. As an introvert, I feel like Seattle has like checked off like so many things that I love about cities. I love the quiet. People are more to themselves, but like people are also friendly when you talk to them. People talk a lot here. I love the city in general, but we've talked about that. And honestly, the only other thing is that it just makes me happy. Like the city really just feels like me. It's rainy a lot. Oh, don't get me started. It's cloudy. Sometimes I miss the sun, I will say, but overall, I feel like I'm just really content to be here in this moment. I felt like I was in Florida for a very long time. I was there for elementary school, for middle school, for high school. I was still in Florida when I was going to college. I went to UCF in Orlando. And so I've lived in Florida for so long. And once you've like been in a place for so long, you just need a change. And I feel like it was telling me this, but I kept like, no, I'll do it someday. And then someday turned into like never. And then I visited Seattle in the holidays this year and had a great conversation with a friend who lives here, Bruno. I love you. And it was in that restaurant. We were eating Mediterranean or something. I talked about me being unhappy about going back. I had to go in a few days. Like, I want to stay. And he's like, then why don't you? And we've had this conversation prior, but this was like, I don't know, I am not doing it yet, you know? And I think deep down I did. I really do feel like a majority of it was posting consistently to this channel. That really affected me not going, because we got something really cool here and we wanted to keep growing. And so when that started, I was like, okay, let's keep posting. And if I leave, then that has to stop. You know? And so here's where I'll talk about the whole thing. This is very temporary. I have a short-term lease here in Seattle, and Tree and I will be moving to a dislocation somewhere in the summer. That is the plan. And so you guys don't gotta worry. You guys don't gotta worry about anything. I just needed this time to really focus on what I wanted and things that made me happy. And so we made a plan, and I was like, Tree, I really want to get the fuck out. I can't wait, because we were supposed to go to this location in February, but it didn't end up happening because Tree thought her chapter there was not over. And so respect to that, but I felt like mine was. And so I talked to her. I was like, girl, I cannot wait that long. I need to go now. I just need to change now. And she was super supportive, and that's what I love about Tree. She, without hesitation, was like, yeah, go do it. What the hell? And so I did, you know, and for that whole month, we just pre-filmed a bunch of stuff. And I did the damn thing, and now I'm here, and I'm really, really happy. It was bittersweet. It was a little sad, I will say, but I was also so content at the same time. So I feel like the happiness kind of outshined the sadness. It was all those emotions together, but I was genuinely really happy. Moving was stressful, but I managed to do it, and now I live in this awesome apartment that I get to go home, and it's like my first ever apartment by myself. And so it's just been a really fun time, guys. It's a year where I really feel like I'm learning a lot more about myself and about the things that I friggin' want, you know, and what I want to do with this life that I have. And like, that's what I'm exploring right now, and I'm really, really happy. And you guys will get to see more of that throughout this series, but yeah. So the moving process, again, stressful. Oh, fuck. I'm not comfy anymore. Damn it. I only brought 3 boxes with me, but it took like 3 or 2 weeks to get here. So I was here with like nothing but my friends that live here, had other friends that lived here that moved away that had old stuff in like a storage room. And so they let me some stuff. The bed that I have, the blanket, this like lamp that I have, desk and chair for when I freelance. I had none of that, but they were awesome enough to give me their stuff for a few months, and so I'm really, really grateful for that. Grocery shopping was fun because, again, in college I used to do grocery shopping by myself, and when I was in Florida, my mom just kind of did, because I lived with my parents, so they were always kind of trying to give us the food and stuff, and I was like very grateful for that. But when I was here, I had to do my own stuff. I had to buy my own groceries, and that was a lot of fun. I just had to get a lot of essentials, one of those being laundry, and so I did want to shout out Earth Breeze real quick. Earth Breeze is revolutionizing the laundry industry. So they basically created a sustainable and green solution that is not only better for the environment, but it's also better for your clothes. So here I had a lot of laundry to do, and so I just put one sheet with a fresh scent, and I did it because I think it smells so good. So they're super easy to use. You just take it out of the package. They're pre-measured sheets, and you get rid of those annoying liquids and detergents. So yeah, if you're interested in checking it out, there is a link in the description. But let's move on to friendship. I think that's what I want to touch on. So friendship is an interesting topic to discuss because that's what this whole channel is about, right? Like Tree and I have been besties for so long. And so I was personally scared to like move and like not talk for a few months just because I've never dealt with that before, I feel like. But I've realized throughout this time that we're good, and we've talked about this before, but Tree and I are not physically together right now, but it spiritually feels as if we are. And to be transparent, guys, I have not FaceTimed or like actually talked to Tree in almost like 2 months. We've talked and chatted on Snapchat and WhatsApp and talked about YouTube and like the videos, but we haven't like discussed anything. She's visiting in a few weeks, and so I'm excited for that, but we haven't. And I feel like I want to talk about that because friendships, I feel like the best ones and the most healthy ones can go months without exchange of conversation. I feel so lucky that I have that kind of friendship that I can go so long without talking and still feel like they're fine. So I think when I moved, we both gave each other the space to explore the world and this universe without each other to see what happens. And I think that's beautiful. And I think that's freaking like, come on. Because I feel like if it was me like back then, this kind of situation, I would be like, nope, they're not my friend anymore. Nope, they hate me. Nope, I'm a horrible friend. I don't know. I am so happy that we were able to kind of do this thing separately. Again, we're allowing each other to just grow. And then in a few weeks, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about what we've learned. We'll talk about what we are still struggling with. We'll talk about the fun, the not fun stuff. And I absolutely adore that. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. I hope that was kind of a good sense of what I've been feeling about friendship. And another thing I will mention, Brew and Adri are two of my other best friends in the entire world. They don't touch social media as much, as Tree and I do, but it's like they moved away and I kind of had to say my piece and like cried about that and whatever, but we've kept in touch. And now I feel like I'm able to reconnect again and form those memories again with them, because having physical memories is always so good. It's always so freaking fun. And I feel like I'm able to reconnect with them. And so I feel like I'm enhancing that friendship even more and coming back and be like, look guys, this is what I've been up to. Let's talk. And it's just been nice hanging out with them. And I'm so happy that I'm able to do that right now. What's next, guys? Myself. Oh my God. What have I learned about myself? I learned that I freaking love to be alone, and I already knew this, but it's been 2 months and I spend majority of the time alone, and I am so content with that. I keep myself busy. I have hobbies now that I'll talk about soon, but I just feel good. I just feel good being alone. And I feel like back then I would say like, that's lame. You're lame for being alone all the time. Now I feel like I look at it like, no, I like to have my independence and my alone time. That is who I am as a person. This is not to say that I don't like connection. I love connection. I love connection with other humans. I like to make friends. I like to have people I can talk to. That is the case. That is yes. I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm just very comfortable in my own company. Not to say that I can beat myself up at times in the sense like my insecurities, but I do think I've fallen in love with the person I am when I'm alone. I think I'm still learning to love the part of me that's social, because I can be social. It just takes a while to warm up to me, especially if I don't know who you are. I need to know that you're a good person, that I can trust you, That's another thing. That's what I've learned. One of the main things is that I love to freaking be alone. Another thing I've recently realized about myself is that I like to read. And this might just be a phase because I never read books. The last book I read was Captain Underpants. But yeah, I've been reading books. I mean, I've only read one so far, but I read a book. That's an accomplishment. It's All About Love by Bell Hooks. Such a good book. I really, really highly recommend that. I will link it down below if you guys want to purchase it. I bought this one before All About Love and I haven't read it, but just because I get into these phases where I don't want to read this book right now, I feel like I need to be in a specific moment, and I haven't reached that moment yet. It's called The Highly Sensitive Person, How to Thrive When the World Overwhelms You. And I feel like that's very much me, and so I really, really want to read that. And what I'm currently reading is Tuesdays with Maury. This one was recommended by so many people, and I've already started reading it a little bit, and I love it so much so far. So the cool thing is I was actually inspired by my friend Adri. She is a lover of books, and thank you, because I feel like I developed a new hobby. I really do think like I like books now, and I don't see myself leaving this phase yet, but who knows, who knows what will happen. If you guys have any recommendations, I beg you to give me stuff. Like right now I feel like I'm more into self-help and like life stuff, but I do want to get into nonfiction and maybe even fiction. So I don't know, I want to see if I like that. I need to figure that shit out. I also really like, and I can say that because it's legal here. I think that's all I want to talk about in this video. I really hope you guys see where I'm coming from, and I hope you guys are just excited to see both of us do our own thing, and then eventually reuniting this summer. That is a plan. Things can change, but that is a plan, and I do think we're gonna stick to it, and I'm really excited. I'm really happy. So I think it's just really cool that we are able to kind of do this thing separately, but still come as one to share it with you guys and kind of do it together. Isn't that cool? I feel like that's fucking cool. Okay, so how do I want to end this? I think it might sound cliche, you guys, but you are in charge of your own destiny. You get to do whatever the fuck you want. If you decide to do it today, tomorrow, in a minute from now, 10 minutes from now, you are in charge and you can do whatever the hell you want, and just make the choices that make you happy. I cannot stress that enough. I feel like I could have done this move a very long time ago, and I didn't, for many reasons. One being I was just comfortable in Miami. I was stable. I was doing good. And two, I wasn't being honest with myself. And so yeah, I made a choice, which was to move to a state so far from Florida, but I knew it would make me happy, and I'm here now and I am happy. Not to say I haven't had bad weeks, but I'm happy. I know that I'm happy, and that is really nice to say. So I will conclude it with this. The plan again, Tree and I will be moving to a disclosed location sometime in the summer. We'll talk about that more as we do it, but I am again doing the things that I feel will make me uncomfortable and trying it out, even though I feel like I'm gonna miss the hell out of Seattle. But yeah, growing up is a lot, and I think this whole process of me moving here is all about growing up and and finding out more things about what you want and the things that I like and the things I don't. And I'm figuring that out. And so that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Chat in the comments. I would love to hear if you've ever had a similar experience, or if you're thinking about moving, if you need any advice. I would love to help you out, you know? And yeah, keep on guessing what other place we're going to go to. You know you want to guess. I will see you guys next time.